So in this situation, your staff might end up pursuing their personal interests against the interests of the organization. Some staff might even be sleeping while they are supposed to be working. And with proper surveillance apparatus in place, each staff understands that the management is watching every step the staff is taking, and this will create room for self-discipline to avoid sanction. So another reason, another importance of installing surveillance systems in your facility, in your business premises, is surveillance systems helps to eradicate multiple losses in the organization. Multiple losses in the organization. So multiple losses can be in different forms. Multiple losses can be in different forms. Paying staff who just come to the organization to while away time, redundant in a big is a big loss to the organization because they don't bring anything to the table. So this is a very big loss to the organization. It's a multiple loss. They are not working and they are not, you are paying them. So that is multiple loss. So all they do is to come and sleep, and at the close of work they go back. The company pay those staff, but the job is not done, and the company is not also paying the staff for doing nothing. It's also paying the staff. You are paying the staff for doing nothing, and the job is not done. So surveillance system help eradicate multiple losses in organization. If your staff knows that you are monitoring every, when he's going out of the office, you are seeing it. When he's coming into the office, you are seeing it. It will help create that atmosphere for self-discipline. Self-discipline. So these multiple losses cripples the organizational progress and might cause the downfall of the organization. So that is the reason, if you are in business, please ensure that you have surveillance systems in your facility. So installing surveillance systems in an organization will help reduce these excesses. So a staff who understands there is a 24-hour surveillance system in his or her organization will always count his step, and nobody will tell him or her on what to do and the right time to do it, because everything that happens in the organization is recorded. And the footage can be played anytime, any day. Some footage can be stored on the cloud for years to avoid damage from the hard disks, because most of these footages, they are stored inside of the hard disks. Some can be stored on the cloud for as long as you need them. So another advantage of installing surveillance systems or system in your house is that installing surveillance system helps maintain high level of alertness in any facility or location. You are staying in your office and some people are doing some illegal movements, you understand. Some people are doing some illegal movement downstairs, but you are upstairs. You are monitoring them with your monitoring spirit. With your monitoring spirit. That is surveillance system for you, monitoring spirit. You are having two eye. You are in Lagos, but you are seeing what is happening in Akwa Ibom. We are in um, Zimbabwe. You are monitoring what is happening in your office in Cameroon. You are in Cameroon. You are monitoring what is happening in your office in Botswana, Senegal. So with surveillance systems, you are a spirit. So installing surveillance systems helps maintain high level of alertness in any facility or a location. So you will always be alert of some havoc, that some impending havocs that might occur, and you try and rescue some. So installing surveillance systems in your facility or a particular geographical location will always give you prior information. Yes, prior information about the occurrence or occurrences of some events, and this will help the authority act fast to remedy an impending hazard. Those are wrong movement in your downstairs, in your premises, you notice them. You can easily alert security agents or security guards arrest the situation. So there's utmost need for you to install surveillance systems in your facility. Tell your client this. You are learning this thing so that you can get more contracts. You are installing solar, you are installing CCTV, you are installing electrical. So installing solar or installing CCTV will help maintain high level of alertness in any facility or location. So a fire alarm can give you prior information to an impending fire disaster, and if the management acts fast, they can arrest the disaster before it happens. Yes, this is true. Surveillance, CCTV, um, fire alarm, they are all security gadgets. So criminals can be monitored at a distance before they make advance to a particular facility if the facility is improvised with the right surveillance systems. That is what I was explaining. So there are security systems that can even unmask criminals, even if they come fully masked while carrying out their acts. So there are some, we'll talk about them. There are some high cameras, there are some cameras that even though you cover your face, it will unmask you, take your footage, and there's nothing, you will be traced. So please ensure that you install surveillance systems in your facility. So a fire alarm can give you prior information to an impending fire disaster, and if the management act fast, they can arrest the disaster before it happens. We have to um, we have to emphasize on this. We have to emphasize on this, that all this fire outbreak, there was no fire alarm in the facility, and we encourage people to install surveillance systems in their facility.